Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van der Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Chance! Oh, that is very close.
Gakpo brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Simons. Gallagher. That's really well manoeuvred. Solanke. Gravenberg. Oh, that's neat. Bissouma. And that's a dangerous ball.
Solanke really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Sarr. Xavi Simons. Odobert. And here's Solanke. And Solanke! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Gakpo. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's hoisted clear. Van der Ven. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Bissouma. Odobert. Gray. Odobert. Xavi Simons. And here's Solanke. And it's Simons. That's tidy. And here's Xavi Simons. Out to the left it goes. Firmly met. Ekitike. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Oh, sweet feet. Mohamed Salah stood his ground strongly. Gray. Dragusin. Van Dijk. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And that has been clubbed away. Bissouma. Sarr. And here's Xavi Simons. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Frimpong shifted upfield. Odobert. Dragushin. Gallagher. A crossfield, changing the point of attack. Frimpong. McAllister, aim forwards. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Gravenberch. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Xavi Simons. Van de Ven. Sarr. Bissouma. Odobert. Gravenberch wins the duel this time. Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception, well timed. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Gallagher. Konate gets across to intercept that. Up towards the front line.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Gallagher. And here's Xavi Simons. Gakpo. Gakpo, gently done. And it's Kirkes.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And they can counter here. Gakpo. Ekitike. Moved on forwards. Ah, such a clever touch. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Sarr. And here's Xavi Simons. Gravenberch cuts it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kirkes, played up towards the front line. Salah. Mohamed Salah. It's run loose here. And it's played forward. Well read. The danger is averted. Spence. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Solanke. Oh, good spread. Gray, done delicately. Gets it away. Gray is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bissouma. Now it's Odobert. And it's Gallagher. And here's Solanke. Solanke! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Clearly not happy with that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Odegaard. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Dragushin cuts out the pass. Van de Ven. Dragushin. Gallagher. Van de Ven. Sarr. Van de Ven. Spence. Van de Ven. Gallagher. Bissouma. Odegaard. And here's Solanke. Simons. And he cuts out the supply. Gakpo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Nice control. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gallagher.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Gravenberg. It's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Salah crosses.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Mohamed Salah clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Solanke. Gray. Odegaard. Could move up a gear here. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Odegaard. Sarr. And here's Xavi Simons. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. McAllister. Played towards the other side. And it's Kerkez. Gravenberg. Gravenberg forwards and with intent. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Dragushin. Sarr. Bissouma. Gray. Some good work on the right flank here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Simmons. And it's Spence. Hit into the middle. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Gakpo. Kirkes. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Here's Gakpo. Van de Ven. Spence. Van de Ven. Wits. And here's Wits. That's really well manoeuvred. Gallagher, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Frimpong. Deftly away. It is a corner. Sarr tries to clear. Spence. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Sarr. Gallagher. Gray. Gray looking to penetrate opposition lines. Spence. Sarr. Great chance! That was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Spence. Cleared away. Gray. Bissouma. Gallagher playing out towards the right wing. No, that's not going to find its target. Gravenberg. Oh, this looks sharp. We expected better, and so did he. Each one through, and they've got rid. Bissouma gets it away. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, look, there's the shot! Bissouma getting this one clear. Kirkes. And the finish! Oh, bang on target. Van de Ven. Odobert. Bissouma. Gray. Bissouma. Van Dijk. Konate. McAllister. Konate laid out to the left flank. And it's Kirkesh. Gakpo. Danger averted for now. Vids. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Ekitike. Real chance! Dragushin. Bissouma. Gallagher. Bissouma. Gallagher. Spence. Showing good feet, and he's managed to get free. Xavi Simons. Gray. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. And it's Frimpong. He's in plenty of space here. Time to deliver. That's very neat. The ball goes in. Cleared away. Oh, it's come loose. Bissouma did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a cute ball. Now it's Solanke. He's got away. And he's heaved it away. Ball's gone out of play. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Vince played out to the right. That's good play. Frimpong. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that has been cleared. Oh, nice touch. Gakpo. Vids. Spread out to the left. Kirkesh, up he goes! Oh, it's come loose. Spence gets good distance on it. Konate, played into the middle. Kagan shapes the shot! It's there! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Spence gets in to thwart him. Dragoshin aim forwards. Odobert. And here's Xavi Simons. Shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Xavi Simons. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Gakpo.
That pass just didn't quite work. Dragoshin. Half-time getting close now. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Frimpong. Gravenberg, gently done. Sarr does really well to win the ball there. Solanke, Odobert, Gray, shot, surely! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bissouma certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Sarr wins the duel this time. Gray. Dragoshin. Odobert. Dragoshin. Sarr. Van de Ven. Moved on forwards. Caresses it through. And the keeper has it. And here's Wirtz. And he's Ekitike! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tune his rangefinder before the next one. Gray. Gallagher. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gallagher. Gallagher! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to get it clear. Mohamed Salah has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Alisson, long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Frimpong. And it's played forward. Van der Ven getting this one clear. Dragushin. Odobert. Gray. It's a good run down the right. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking to break at pace. He has found the way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Crossed it again. Oh, what a climb! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Simons. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Ekitike really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Here's Gallagher. And Solanke! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. There are a few waiting for it. Gallagher puts a cross in. It's gone out for a throw-in. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Gakpo. Ekitike. And it's McAllister. Now it's McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah, out to the right. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and...
He's gone direct!
Yes! A finish of true class!
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, that is a bit special. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Wasn't deception, his positioning was spot on. Odobert, Bissouma, forwards and with intent. Gray. That's nice. Ball comes in. Tries to get it clear. Gakpo shifted upfield. Salah. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice physical challenge. Kirkes, Gravenberg, aim forwards, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Van de Ven, Sarr, Dragoshin, forwards and with intent, and it's Gallagher. Gray, Bissouma, Gray, he is just caressing the ball. Now it's Odobert, Gakpo shifted upfield, do have a chance to counter here. Mohamed Salah played out towards the right wing. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Bissouma, Van de Ven. Van de Ven chooses to go cross-field. Gravenberg. Gakpo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Frimpong goes forward. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vicario sends that a long way. Bissouma, oh, good spread. Pedro Porro. Gallagher. Sarr. Saar looking for a runner. Konate. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bissouma. Vicious ball here. Gray. And here's Salah, and a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Solanke actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
McAllister hurtling down that right flank. Can he get onto this? And it's Vitz. Gallagher. Bissouma.
Are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Pedro Porro. And here's Solanke. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Chance to shoot!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Gakpo! It's anyone's ball now. Mohamed Salah could be danger here. No way through, so back it comes. Gray. Saar. Gallagher. Oh, can he get onto this? Proves too strong. Solanke. Oh, super find. Gallagher. Mohamed Salah. Oh, they could break here. And it's Vitz. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Now it's Simons. Good big chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Dragushin. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Solanke. Xavi Simons, and it's lofted through here. McAllister. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Frimpong. That's really well manoeuvred. He's shifting through. Chance for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mohamed Salah certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
McAllister moves short. Gravenberg. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Xavi Simons. Sarr defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Chance here to counter. And here's Wirtz. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo. Great challenge, time to perfection. Gallagher. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Foot in. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Ekitike. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van de Ven. Bissouma, gently done. Very nicely done. Gray. Gallagher. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And now the breakaway. Van Dijk. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Floated through. Richarlison. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's there to get it away. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. Gakpo. Wirtz. Gakpo. That is lovely. Searching pass he's played there. And back out it comes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's the throw. Gray. And it's played forward. And it's Porro. He is through here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Wirtz. Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. Xavi Simons. Does really well to win the ball there. Dragushin. Pedro Porro. And here's Gallagher. And here's Richarlison. Frimpong gets rid without sophistication. So there's going to be another change here. Kudus. Richarlison. He's found some space. Gravenberg gets it clear. Kudus. McAllister wins the duel this time. Frimpong shifted upfield. Frimpong forwards and with intent. Van der Ven makes the interception. Bissouma. And it's Gray. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Over to the left. Gallagher. Sarr. Shoots! Gallagher. And it's Porro. Purring through the gears. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Porro with the short one. Can he deliver? Gray. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's picked out the run. Mohamed Salah. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Vitz. Great defending, strong and determined. Vitz, and the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vitz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
To the left it goes. He's had a shot! Van der Ven. Gallagher. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Dragushin. That's really well manoeuvred. Gray played with finesse. Konate getting this one clear. Gravenberg aim forwards. Mohamed Salah is fouled. And he is shown a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Dragushin. Pedro Porro succumbs to the pressure. Vitz. Gravenberg. Frimpong. time. Excellent interception. Lobbed in behind. Cleared without complication. Frimpong, gently done. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Van Dijk probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Bissouma. Van der Ven aim forwards. And it's Gallagher. And here's Richarlison. Looks across and plays it in. Konate can get it clear. Gray. Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Konate, forwards and with intent. Sarr. Pedro Porro. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. That has been cut short. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Frimpong. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That has been knocked clear. Very nicely done. And it's Gravenberg. Gallagher. And here's the chance to counter. Gray. Pedro Porro. Lovely feet. Played out to the right. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Moved on forwards. That's been won straight back. Simple. McAllister, and it's played forward. Gallagher producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Gallagher. Gray, now it's Gray. Now the ball in. Sarr takes a shot, and no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Frimpong shifted upfield. And here's Wirtz. Gakpo, great position here. That's nice. Could be danger here. And it's Vince. Oh, that is a decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ekatike is offering a right smile there.
Kirkes. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Gakpo. Kirkes. Vitz. Delivered with swing. And he's there to clear it. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Looking for a decent ball in. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get the right position, and then time the volley.
And now he has 2. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Van de Ven. Sarr. Van de Ven, gently done. Sarr. Out to the right. Now it's Gray. And here's Richarlison. Van de Ven gets over and intercepts. And here's Richarlison. Richarlison! We can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chiesa. So what can they make of this? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. And the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. It clear. Chiesa. Chiesa played out towards the right wing. Gray. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. Konate. Gravenberg. McAllister. Chiesa. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Chiesa. He's found a way through. And that has been cleared. Richarlison. Pedro Porro. Kirkes shifted upfield. Dragushin. Gray. side, which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this is a win that owes a lot to front-footed defending. I think the way they defended from up top starved the opposition of space, and they were able to go from strength to strength thereafter.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.